Yo, it's your boy Henji.
What's good? It's Thieves.
We back on the move with Check Up 1-on-1. Hey man, Tweez, sports getting hot again. We got NFL football jumping.
I love it.
We got NCAA college football jumping.
It's lit.
NBA training camp media day was today. We up, man.
It's love.
Sports is getting back live. I mean, hockey back.
Everything's coming back.
Baseball getting into its groove. Playoffs about to get started.
FanDuel's lit.
FanDuel's lit. Everything's up, man. Life's good. We good. What's happening, my boy?
Man, I'm feeling good. As usual, I'm ready to get into the docket.
Hey, man. Don't too much change with you, my brother. Let's jump right to it. You know what it is. It's a fresh week. So you know who these guys are. It is the contract thieves. Boom, boom, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Let's jump right into it. Tweez, where you at, my boy?
Hey, we got a lot of firsts for this guy. First time, double offender.
Ooh.
On the contract these list again.
So many.
Joe Burrow.
Joey B.
You've done it. You're the first ever.
Welcome back, partner.
With a whopping 5.7 fantasy points
Oh, my goodness.
this week. 20 for 30, 165 yards.
Oh,
You guessed it, 0 touchdowns.
that's like varsity football numbers.
He's looking bad. And, of course, a fumble lost. All right? But he also becomes the first quarterback in NFL history to attempt at least 150 passes in his team's first 4 games in the season, but average fewer than 5 yards per attempt. He's doing bad. A lot of big bad firsts for Joe Burrow. I mean, it sounds like no training camp means a lot of bad things for you.
Hey.
A lot of catching up for you to do. We could talk about the injuries, but how I've always addressed it is if you suit up, we're ready for you to play.
You gotta perform.
You got to do what you're supposed to do, and you are not doing it. You're playing worse than Zach Wilson. You're playing like a bottom 5 quarterback out there
Oh
right
my
now.
goodness gracious.
So unless you put something together, and I hope they do, it's looking bad for Joe Burrow. They got Arizona next week. They got Arizona next week, and they better not. They better not.
Arizona is not sweet.
They better
Let me
not.
tell you this. They compete weekly. I mean, I know they played San Francisco this week, but they compete weekly.
Joe gets paid too much for me to be concerned about them competing. You better get it done out there, Joe, or you'll be right back here with us for the 3-time offender.
For the 3P?
The 3P.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm going a little different route this week
What you got?
with the contract thieves. We've been going heavy quarterbacks. We're going to players. I'm going to a coach. Bill Belichick.
You coming for Bill?
Bill.
Oh, no.
Hall of Fame Bill. New England Patriots. But Bill, we see what's going on. We know who it was at this point. And without him, you're pretty pedestrian.
Are you saying it?
He needs Tom. He misses Tom. Let's talk about it. Since Tom Brady, he's 26 or 28. You guys are saying, okay, that's not awful. He won 200 games with Tom Brady.
200?
200 games with Tom Brady. You understand? All right. Let me tell you this. Another thing. This team is 31st in the league in points. It's the bottom. There's one team worse. This team, again, let me tell you this. They never, ever were not the division champions in back-to-back seasons. They at least won it once, and then they maybe missed the other season. They got it again. They never lost back-to-back. They never were not. They haven't won division champs since Tom Brady, 2019.
Look, you're on to something. You're on to something.
So, Bill, you're 1-3 this season. Bill, you've had one playoff appearance since Tom has left. It's not looking like you're going to make the playoffs this season, Bill.
Not looking good.
I want to tell you this, my boy. You got all that power there in Foxborough. Give it up. Why? You don't got it. You're stealing.
It's time for Bill to hang it up.
Hang it up. Give it up. Let these other guys scout the players for the draft. You just need to be there and coach. Organize. Let the other guys do the work because you're thieving from the team.
One thing these guys have in common, they're both 1-3 and getting paid too much.
Too much. Top dollar. Tweez. It has been a week.
Yes, it has.
In NBA basketball.
Yes, it has.
And the ball ain't even start bouncing yet.
I love it. I love the movement.
Talk to me. What do you think? Give me some grades. Give me some analysis. Where are you at with the whole thing? Where are you at with all these plays here?
Oh man, it's a crazy week, and just to dive into it, this is a super team in the making.
Who?
We were talking about hypothetically.
Yeah.
If Dame landed in Miami.
Yeah.
And I was adamant, still adamant about the idea that that wouldn't be a super team.
Yeah.
They were lacking the freak.
Okay.
Now, Dame is not only going to get to be a number 2, but number 2 to a freak. This is a super team.
Okay.
This is a super team. With Middleton, I'm just excited to see what's going to happen. There's no more excuses for Dame. It's time to play ball.
Be fair.
And show what he's really worth.
Fair. Let me tell you this. I'll be wearing the Bucks jersey this season. I'm the Bucks guy. I'm all in. Bucks. Let's make it happen. Let's double up. Let's get number 2. I'm here. Fear the deer. I'm with the Bucks.
No adjustments. No.
I'm with the Bucks. You heard it. You heard it, guys.
So that's an A+ for the Bucks then in this trade. Then.
I mean, I'll be honest. It was a B+. I mean, you lose Grayson. You lose Drew Holiday through all the trades, but you do gain Dame. I mean, you gain all NBA. I mean, you gain clutch factor. You gain culture. You gain a guy that works. You gain a guy that's ready to, will his teammates. And, I mean, he's got another guy just like him, essentially, in Giannis. I mean, just the two of us. They are, it's going to get real, my boy. I love everything about it. I give these guys B+ grade. I mean, everyone's going to say, well, they lose the defensive edge. That was Drew Holiday. I get it. But they have a guy that can finish ball games. I think they still have enough defensive guys around the floor. I think they still have Pat Connaughton. Like I said, they lose Grayson Allen. I mean, they still got Jay Crowder. They got guys that can give it up around there on some defense.
Still got Portis.
They still got Portis. I mean, they still got Brook Lopez. I mean, they'll be able to make it work, I believe, in my opinion. They're just fine. New coach, Adrian Griffin's got to make it work, and I think he will too. So I ain't worried about it all. Fear the deer.
I like it. I like it. I have no problem with that grade there. I think I might even lean on it being a little bit better of a grade. Seeing in the sense that although they lost out on defense, they never lacked defense. I don't think.
True.
Even though Drew Holiday does provide that backcourt defense and all that, he was still getting torched and sauteed by Jimmy Butler. That happened. That was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
true.
What they really needed was more offense, and they got it. They got it in an abundance with Dame.
Dollar bills, y'all heard me.
But moving on to what happened with the other teams involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll go to the Suns first. I think the Suns, they got better. I think they got space. I think they traded out someone who would need touches, someone who's gonna kind of maybe throw off chemistry from that idea of needing touches, and DeAndre Ayton, someone who didn't fit, wasn't happy.
Yeah.
Right. They bring on Nurkic. He's a solid guy. If he actually plays, he can get it done. They bring on Grayson, like you said. This is a starter. This is a guy who started 70 of the 72 games last year for the Bucks, shooting 40% from three. Gotta love it. So you're getting two starters. You basically spread out DeAndre Ayton into two starters, and then Nasir Little and Keon Johnson. You hope to get something from that. But at the end of the day, I think they open up space to maybe get someone like John Wall and fill that thing on out. Handle this point question and fill it on out.
I mean, like, I give it a B grade. I don't think it necessarily makes them better per se, but I think, like you said, it adds depth to the team. I mean, that was the big thing in the question. It was like, who's going to play? Where's the rest of the team at?
Where the rest of the ball players?
Where do they have a team? Do they have enough guys to suit up? Now you got guys. Like you said, you got Nurkic. You got Grayson Allen. Those guys are going to play. I even think Nasir Little's going to find some time on this team. You know what I mean? They go ahead and pitch in with Damian Lee. You know what I'm saying? He's another guy's going to be pitching in off the pine.
Another shooter, too.
Like I said, Keon Johnson. You know what I mean? Hey, they get his draft rights. I think he's out there. They're playing in Australia right now.
Yeah.
So, shoot. Whether he comes over or not, it's an added bonus. Like I said, like you said before, I think they get some depth, which they do need. If you're going to be a championship team, you're going to need some solid guys off the pine to get you to your 7-8 man rotation when you get deep in the playoffs. And I think they built that here, or they're on their way to building that. And I do love the idea of my boy John Wall coming to find his way in Phoenix. Why not?
Why not? Why not? Help them have a point guard, have someone to distribute. Get this thing moving.
Talk to me about the Blazers.
Quite honestly.
Yeah.
I think the Blazers are the sneaky winners of this trade.
Oh, yeah.
I think they made out way better than we would have imagined in a desperation situation.
I didn't see it happening.
And they turned Dame into ultimately, if you add it all together, we're talking about Malcolm Brogdon, 6th man of the year.
Sure.
DeAndre Ayton.
Starter. Good starter. Borderline all-star.
Robert Williams.
Starter.
And 3 first-round draft picks.
Come on, man.
And then also, I think there's two pick swaps or something like that added as well. Like, they cleaned up, and they're just basically positioning themselves to set up everything they need to have a little bit of bargaining room to add to whatever they got going on with Scoot Henderson.
I want to disagree with you, but I think, like I said, I think they made out the best. I think this guy, they got an A grade with all the movement they did in the trade. I think, honestly, they really chess pieced it this way with Jrue Holiday. They knew how to play it. They knew what teams are going to play with. I think that they really waited patiently on the Dame play with Miami. I'm going to get into that shortly. But I think that they did a great job by, kind of having Miami in the waters early to get other deals done.
Yes.
And they played the game there. And I think they handled that properly. Like you said, I mean, they got guys again where they got a lot of options. They can trade guys away to add some more. Or they can just say, you know what? We have a young team with some solid guys that know how to play good basketball.
Yes.
I mean, Malcolm Brogdon is a vet. Robert Williams at this point is a vet. He's been around long enough. He's been on teams that get to the championship. I mean, he's been on the Eastern Conference championship team. He knows how to get it done too. He knows how to win. He just hasn't, won the championship yet. And I think that he knows things and can do things that can help this team win games in the future, and they can win fast. I think they have the kind of ceiling or the type of fast track like a OKC kind of had with grabbing the Shea, grabbing the Chet Holmgren, and kind of doing it like that.
I see that. They really give me those OKC vibes, especially when you think about Grant. That's another guy that
they still got him in the mix.
They still have him. They can either move him or they can try to figure out how to add him to this build, depending on how he plays with Scoot, depending on what kind of chemistry they see developing there.
It's a deep squad.
They still have Shaedon Sharpe. And then you got
Anthony
They
Simons.
got a lot going on over
Mm-hmm.
there, and I
They got
think
some
they
stuff.
made out clean. They made out clean, and nothing too raunchy in their cap, nothing too devastating to their future in terms of financially.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, they got a lot going on there. What do you think about how the Celtics, the outsider in this deal? What do you think about what they did?
The Celtics did the only thing they could do. Make sure that no one else gets Drew Holiday
It was a
in the
block play.
East.
It was a block.
They had to do it. No one else could get him. They were not going to let Miami go get him after they just lost to Miami. They were not. That just was not going to happen. And let me tell you, I think it's a B+ grade. I think they another they had the best all season if you ask me. I mean,
Talk to me more about that.
I mean, you get rid of Smart and you gain Drew Holiday.
Yikes! Upgrade.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
right. You gotta see that as an upgrade.
you get rid of Robert Williams, you bring in Porzingis.
You got to see that as an upgrade.
I mean, come on now. Yes, you do lose. Yes, you do lose Malcolm Brogdon, but shoot, that moves Derek White back to the bench. You still got Jason Tatum, still got Jaylen Brown. You still got Al Horford. Things are just fine. You know what I mean? You still got a nice 7, 8, 9-man rotation there that's going to work in Boston. I think they are. Oh man, I think they are tough. But I still think again, I just feel like the Bucks just have, in just raw strength, they just have the best player on the court, and that's the Freak. Then yeah, you can call Tatum the second best player, but they got the third, Dame. You got the first and third. I mean, hey, I bet that anytime, any day of the week.
First and third has been a working recipe in NBA duos.
Yeah,
First and third.
first and third.
All right. So I can see that be something that works. But how do you think that Philly feels about all of this movement here?
I think that Philly, at this point, when they're looking at it, they're just like, we're toast. There's no way that we can come back with our same team as we just saw Boston try to ante up.
Ante up, they did.
Come on. As we saw the Bucks just try to ante up. And we're coming back with our same team with a disgruntled star and another star who really hasn't been engaged this summer. I'm going to tell you this. I feel like Joel Embiid has a trade request coming soon.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
I feel like, look, he's just waiting for it just to figure out what's going to happen really with Harden. And then it's, ooh.
We gotta go.
Ooh. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
Do you think Miami has any moves that they could go to try to recover from this botched offseason?
No. I think Miami is just clearly doing what Miami does at this point. Just lose out on stars trying to come to town.
Wow.
I mean, you have KD trying to come to town. I mean, I get it. He says he's only trying to come to town if Jimmy Butler, Bam are in town. You make it work. Or you just bring him to town and you ship one of them. And you just say, look, KD, we'll do something else. We're going to make it happen. Trust us.
Make sure you're real in KD.
Bradley Beal wanted to come to town just a few months prior in the summertime. He said that was his top destination. Every report said, oh, the Heat are looking like the favorable team to get him.
Fumbled. So wait. When do we put Pat Riley to the fire for this?
Jimmy Butler has just recently said, oh, I don't know if he was joking or not, you got to check on the Bucks for tampering. Everyone wants to come to your city. Why isn't your city tampering? Like, they're saying it. We would have, okay, cool. Y'all should be having dinner once a week.
So are you saying Pat's playing it a little too stern, a little too old school?
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Not reeling in the big talent?
I don't know what. And the thing is, he knows how to do it.
It's been proven he does. So what's going on? What's the problem in Miami? Why are they not bringing in the stars?
Let me tell you, I can't call it. I don't know what it is. But I'll tell you one thing. Miami. There is no reason why you guys just couldn't have added a star in this last year or two. No reason. I don't get it. Front office, there's something funny going on over there. But y'all have fumbled the bag, like I said. KD wanted to come to town.
Sure did.
Brad Bill wanted to come to town.
He did.
Dane wanted to come to town.
Yep.
And granted, they said some said who they wanted to play with. Some said who they wanted to play for, X, Y, and Z. You got to make it happen. You got to bring them to town and make something else happen to make them believe that Miami's just the place to be because they wanted to be there anyway.
Hey, you got to make Tyler Hero work in some kind of package. I don't care what you got to throw in or add. You got to figure out how to make that happen. Not to mention, let's not forget that they had an opportunity to get, I believe it was James Harden?
Yeah.
For Tyler Hero?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't.
Yeah, just
wouldn't do it.
Weren't interested.
And I just don't understand that kind of play. Now you're looking forward. You're wishing that you had made that kind of play to get that third major star that you need. All right, or in my opinion, really the second major star over there because you don't have one.
Oh, because Bam's not.
No, he's not.
Wow,
not a major star. No,
just an all-star. Just an all-defensive player.
2-time all-star.
Just a 4-time all-defensive player.
Okay.
Yep. I get you. Hey, real quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy LeBron in this whole Olympic thing.
You hate the theatrics. You said this already.
Oh my goodness! But he dropped a new one today. Dropped a new one this week.
What was his violation now?
Media Day starts. They're commenting about. They asked him a question about 2024 Olympics, and of course he goes, it'd be a great honor to go back to the Olympics. I have great history there at the Olympics. Dude, you gave it up. You have history, yes, but you gave it up. And then to come back and say, have you talked to any of the guys out there? Oh yeah, we've been in communication. Like, LeBron, you are not the savior of USA basketball. USA Olympic team is fine without you. We don't need a savior. We don't need let's put Team USA back on the map. It's already on the map. It's going to be number 1 when the rankings come out, once KD gets on the team. Please, my man. Tell him stop.
I won't tell LeBron to stop. Campaign all you want. Make the movie big. That is what LeBron does. Make it look good. Make USA basketball feel good again. All right. Make it feel like a collaborative effort. Let's include all of these guys. Let's bring all the stars back and make them feel good about playing again. Maybe they just need LeBron to be uncle out there. They need it. They love it. All right.
I love it.
A lot of these guys, think about it. A lot of these guys spend their career and they want to play with like Steph, right?
Yeah.
They want to have played with LeBron. There's not an interview that we've ever watched about any young person that doesn't mention their time when they played with LeBron. All right. And if they played alongside on his team, it's kind of a longevity added to their career that can't be explained.
I mean, bro.
They want to tell the Olympic story about being on LeBron's team, especially with LeBron and Steph and KD.
I guess, man.
All of them. They want to play with all of them.
We don't need Bron to win gold. I just want that to be clear. We do not need Bron to win gold. Bron, stay out.
That's not how the story will be told.
Stay out.
That's not how the story will be told.
That's exactly how it's going to be told. He wants to be the head recruit. He wants to say, oh, yeah, we want to put USA basketball back on top. Or, me and my guys, me and Kevin, we recruited Steph to come out here and play. No!
It's not his fault he's good at it, man.
They just won gold and smacked everyone last time. What?
Hey, look, they set the stage for it, man. And he saw Schroeder out there being FIBA MVP, and he can't help himself. He can't help himself, man. He's got to do something.
Hey man, I hear you, my brother. I hear you, my brother. You got any last words for the week, my boy?
Joe, bro, tighten up. Tighten up. I know you said the first week wasn't meant for our judgment. It's like, you don't judge us our first week. But how about 4 weeks like this? You got one win.
And bad performances, Joe.
You got to tighten up.
Hey man, but that's it for us today. We're gonna holler at y'all. We out.